Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest rally trapping video. In today's video, I'll be showcasing some clips from the Mini Titan. More specifically, I'll be taking some rallies from WP and NGA. I'll be taking over 10 rallies. In today's video, I'll take 6, and then I'm gonna have a second part that comes out tomorrow, which will be another 4 or 5 rallies I take as well. Some double rallies in tomorrow's video, mostly single rallies in today's video. First one's gonna be from WP Big Lou. At this point, I wasn't sure if I wanted to let him counter me or not to get a second rally, so I was kind of going back and forth because I saw his castle stars were kind of low, but his artifact stars were really high. And so I was kind of going to wait to see what was coming, and it was an infantry rally with almost 1.4 mil tier 5, so at this point I'm like, should I let him counter me? And I decided kind of last second to not. First off, I probably should have swapped my FAMs or familiars to my pack 5s if I wanted him to counter me, but it was fine. In the end, I decided to not let him counter me, and he ended up using his bunny on me. He did 1.2 mil, so it might be a good idea not to let him counter me if he's doing that much when I'm full countering him, because again, the high tier 5 does hurt quite a bit, even if he doesn't have crazy infantry stats. But he has a decent infantry gear. If you see his infantry gear later on, it is pretty decent, so he's got some tempered 12 stuff in there and all that. So again, he's got like free-to-play heroes though. It's interesting account, so so he is a little bit tricky because he's got low castle stars, but he's got good artifacts and he's got decent gear to kind of make up for it. So maybe he's a mid-tier lead. I don't know. I was kind of going back and forth if I was going to let him counter me or not, and in the end decided not to let him counter me. So yeah, also I didn't have my pack 5s on the wall. That was the other thing. So if I'd swapped my pack 5s, I could have let him counter me, just because the pack 5s would do a lot more damage and take out his troops pretty quickly. But anyways, let's take a look here. Yeah, I didn't get to see his war gear here, but he does hit me in the second video, so you will get to see his gear in the second video, more near the end of that video. So if you're looking for his gear, go to that video tomorrow in the future, or if you're watching it a couple days from now, then you can just go to it right now. Anyways, by the way, if you guys like the content, hit the subscribe button. That way you get all my content. I have videos coming out all the time, lots of rally trapping videos, capping emperors, max accounts, all that stuff. This is probably the only video where I don't get hit by just all max accounts. It's actually a really interesting video. So the next guy is going to be hitting me is a 115 castle star guy. So this guy is more of a top tier lead, below like yeah, there's Huge Daddy. He's also really good. But again, this guy's also not a oh, actually this is the guy hitting me. So again, this guy's pretty strong. So top tier lead, not quite a max account or a Titan, I would say, but definitely almost there. You can see the war gear I have on right now, which is my food gear. It has around 450-ish infantry and range, and a little bit lower on the cav. You can see my my defense stats are pretty good though, good HP and defense. This account has really good base stats, so I'm running over 400 base stats on this account, so the gear doesn't add that much, but my stats actually are pretty decent looking. So in this situation, I was just planning to counter this guy since he is quite strong. Usually I would not let someone this strong counter me, so in the back of my mind before this rally walks, I'm like, I have to counter this rally. So I'm basically just looking at troop type, go for the counter. Troop type, go for the counter. So that's kind of what I look. So mixed, it's a little bit harder because you gotta take a couple more seconds to see what they're sending. But if it's just an infantry blast, you can see his infantry just you can switch the cav right away. So that's kind of what's in the back of my mind right now, and you'll kind of see what's going on. And I kind of missed something, and let me I think know if you know what I'm missing here. So there you go. I saw infantry, I swatched the cav. Again, I do it really quickly. I don't always look at exactly what they were sending. So in this situation, I ended up countering it, but it was a leaderless rally. It was what's it called? A tier 2, tier 4 rally. I was like, oh, so if you're wondering why I did no damage, it's because it wasn't leadered and it was tier 2, tier 4. And I was actually surprised they ended up going again because I countered them. So I was like, okay, that's really interesting that they would decide to go again. I know I didn't heal or anything, so, but maybe they just thought they tested wrong or something like that. And again, I was like, oh, okay. Now now if they're going, yeah, they must be going leader. They're not going to go leaderless again if they know I'm already online. So maybe they're trying to bamboozle me with the leader one. So I'm going to try and counter them again. And I did the same thing. I looked at it as Cav. I better. I'm already in range, so I'm just like, okay, I'm good. I countered it, but then I countered it again. I'm like, okay, that was a tier 2, tier 4 rally again, wasn't it? Because I did not drop very much. And yeah, it was a tier 2, tier 4. It took 265k, 51k to my front line, with 214k being his pack 5s. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I just countered another leaderless rally. It's like, whatever. Again, I don't expect these. Like, I never get hit tier 2, tier 4, so I'm always just like, I see the troop type of counter. I just see the troop type of counter. And in this situation, it kind of bit me in the butt, because I could have just let him counter me and they might have kept going, but yeah. I was having such a bad time in this kingdom too, because these leads, like, what are they sending? But yeah, at this point I was like, there's no way they're gonna go in for another rally, because they're done, obviously. Like, they know I'm online. I've swapped twice at this point, so they gotta know I'm online. I'm not even running an anti. Like, they have to know what's going, because they can literally scout me and see what they're hitting. But yeah, first one was infantry. Yeah, I took that in, I guess both the most damage, I took it in infantry because it's my biggest squad, so maybe they didn't notice that. And this guy decided to come. So this guy, NGA Maffin, 185 castle stars. So this is more of the maxed account / Titan guy. So if this guy is also going leaderless, I'm just gonna be like, I give up. I'm leaving the kingdom, never coming back, because yeah, that I'd be so annoyed. But this one's a maxed account. This is one of those like top tier leads. Probably, I mean, not quite max, but he is like a Titan, so got to be careful with this one. I was not planning on putting my war gear on, I guess, unless he went mixed, because if you went mixed, I might need my war gear, or you might walk back and burn me, depending on how much tier 5 they send. If they send like very little tier 5, it's not a problem, but if they're like 1.3 mil tier 5, then there's a good chance I might burn to a max account in my fake gear. It just happens. So I plan to swap to my pack 5s as well for this guy, just because he is so strong, just in case. It's more of a, just in case he counters me, at least I have the pack 5s and I won't take 1 billion damage, I'll only take like 500 million damage. So anyways, going to swap to infantry. I don't have no idea what he's going to be sending though, because again, I don't know what he would send. It's infantry, so I don't think I get the swap off in time, but it's a good thing I had the pack 5. So we'll take a look at the damage, see how much he did, see if I actually did take that infantry on infantry. I did drop quite a bit, so there's a good chance I did. Yes, I did take that infantry wedge, so that's why I put the pack 5s on there, because it does help a lot. So now that I have taken that, he sent 3 pack 5, 3 11k heroes and an infantry blast. One of those heroes doesn't have any infantry attack. So it has good HP, but that's army HP, it's not infantry HP, and there's just better heroes. So I don't know if he knows none of these guys know what they're doing. I don't know what's going on with this kingdom. He's got really good infantry gear though. Tempered 12, mythic champ, all that stuff. Yeah, he's strong, did 2.3 mil. Again, it is my fake gear, so not expecting anything less from a blast there. I think it was 1.3 in my front line. He did 1 million with his pack 5s. Yeah, 1.3 and 1 million with the pack 5 damage. Wasn't super high tier 5, so didn't do crazy amount of damage. But he sent 3 11k heroes. Like, you don't do that in a blast. You do that in your mixed attacks for sure. For a blast, don't do that. And I forgot about my pack 5s. So anyways, they probably got that scout on my wall. And I think they end up calling in WP to help out here. So WP Goose is coming in for the rescue rally here. Goose OG. Again, I think WP and NGA are allies, so you will see them doing some doubles later on. Or actually, not in this video. Tomorrow's video, you get to see some doubles from the 2 guilds, because, spoiler alert, WG Goose does not end up burning me. So Yeah, you'll see what happens, but spoiler alert, this does continue for quite a bit. So, and again, I am losing troops because I'm not healing. So my troop comp does go quite low during this video, but it doesn't really affect it too much. So anyways, OG Duke Goose is coming in. Again, a top tier lead, not a max account or anything like that. Again, just going to be throwing on my pack 5s just in case something bad happens. They do kind of save you from anything really bad happening because they do a lot of damage, and they reduce the damage as well because Jade Worm reduces damage by 9%, which is a lot. Anyways, it is an infantry blast, going to be swapping over Cav. This time, I did not miss my swap. And just waiting for it to hit me, and then I can swap back. I have swapped back too early before, so I do have to hold off on the swap back, so it's not the most important part. So anyways, actually swapping the Pat 5 is probably the most important part, which I end up forgetting most of the time, but whatever. They literally should know I'm online. I've swapped like my comp like 25 times at this point, or my front line. So, but they keep going because they see me not healing, I guess. But they're gonna keep going, so. I do have a big comp at this point though. I'm not a huge front line, but for me it's a big front line on this account, so. Yeah. I only got 25 mil troops. 24 now. Anyways, capped that one. He did end up using his bunny, so ended up getting it back. Unfortunately, he swapped back his war gear before I looked at it, so didn't get it on the video there. But thankfully, he's going a second time, so we might get a chance to see his war gear again. So we'll take a look and see how this goes. Again, they do end up just like, obviously they know I'm online at this point. They are familiaring me. He's using the maggot. They're using all their pyruses, all that stuff to damage me, but yeah, whatever. I think they end up maggoting me twice. Yeah, they double maggoted me, which is funny considering I am sitting in food gear, so I guess they think I'm trying to get resources, but if they scout me, I have 0 food. So it's literally doing nothing. You're not making me go negative more food if I have 0, so. Anyways, yeah. What is this guy saying? They're picking you up. Yes, they're picking me up all right. Going to a movie with them. Watching a vid. Yeah, here you go. There's WP Goose. Yeah, 900k tier 5. 400k to... Wait, no, it's like... I don't know what they did to my front line there, because that's weird. I think one of the pack 5s hit my my cav, so I can't actually see that. So I think the pack 5's kind of split between the cav in the range there, so that's why the pack 5, that's why the range damage was so low and the cav damage was so high. So anyways, they're going for a second rally. So they decided, hey, he's losing troops, he's not healing, he's not moving at all. For whatever reason, his front line keeps swapping magically, but anything else, he hasn't moved at all. I guess we'll keep going. So that's kind of the theme of this whole thing is I just don't heal and they just keep going. So I'm like, sure, you guys come and try and zero me one rally at a time. Yeah, anyways, 5 seconds to go. Let's check the watchtower, see what's coming in. Is it infantry again? It is a cav rally, and I'm sitting in cav, so whatever. I'm gonna switch over to range this time. And they obviously don't know I'm online because I've just now swapped my front line for the 6th time. I don't know. They're still going for it though, so let's take a look and see what they did. 1.2 mil this time, still not healed. My front line is dwindling down, so maybe they're getting like, oh, eventually he will burn if we keep going, and if he doesn't heal and all that. So I think that's what they're planning to do. Yeah, here we see his cav gear. Do not get to see his infantry gear, but pretty good cav gear. Is it as good as my cav gear? It's probably pretty close in stats. Maybe a little bit lower than my cav gear, but he might have better base stats than me, so might have better cav stats overall, so. Okay, let's take a look. There's Goose trying to save it. Not working out. Got to delete some of these reports. I got too many rally reports in here. I think I now have 600 million 600 million kills since summertime rallies taken, so something like that. Since the beginning of summertime, I think till now I have about 600 million kills, most of them from rally takes on this account, so which is is pretty crazy. Anyways, we will continue this video in part 2, so make sure you check out that video, which will be coming out tomorrow. I'll be taking some double rallies, some 2.5 mil rallies. It's all from the same guild. They just keep going. Like, they don't stop. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.